Hey, it's Mike from Maker Moose here. Thanks so much for joining me. I will be making a Valentine's card today using Waffle Flowers Postage Collage sets. I've got all of the stuffs here, the everyday, the initial one, as well as the new love one. I also pulled out all the stamps, but I ended up not using them. So I'm just using Bristol Smooth cardstock. I'm going to be putting down some ink because I'm not actually blending the colors. So I also have been sitting on this waffle flower grip mat for a while. I've been using my Sizzix stencil and stamp tool to do all my ink blending, but I thought I'd give this a try. Like I said, because it has been sitting around for a while and I've been really wanting to use it. I was surprised how sticky it is. There were a couple times trying to lift this up. I was actually struggling. But again, it's brand new, never been used. So I had the Love Struck dye ink and then the Later Gator. Now I'm going in with some Royal Flush Solar paste as well as a little bit of Love Struck re-inker. I did see back in January, Simon Hurley did a Valentine's card and he mixed in a little bit of the Rosy Cheeks re-inker with these, the Royal Flush. I don't have that re-inker. I need it. I will be using the Rosy Cheeks ink pad here shortly, and it was a little dry, so I do have to get some re-inkers for that. That is one that I use fairly often. So here I'm just putting down my stencil paste, and I was really worried because the thickness of the Bristol Smooth cardstock, the stencil wasn't completely flat, and I was worried that it would kind of move around and shift and maybe smudge some of that solar paste, but it actually turned out perfectly. At first I thought I had done that, but it was just the shadow from my new lights that are a little lower than I'm used to. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I was away, an unexpected away from YouTube for a bit. It is because I moved my filming area separate from where I usually do all my crafting so that I have my messy space and my clean space. But I didn't realize how much I rely on the window that my messy space is in front of. So I'd been waiting for these lights to arrive. They were back ordered for quite some time, but they are here now. I am still playing around with it, but we'll get through it. So I also just a couple days ago got an order in from scrapbook.com. I got my magic mat. I got one for my Platinum 6 as well as my Big Shot Plus. And I'm already really impressed with it. All the little dots, all the little circles from the postage collage just came right out. And by the way, so I went to their website to look up the sandwich. It just says platform, but it does need, for the Platinum 6, the platform A and B. I went through just with the A and it didn't cut at all. Then I put it back through with the B and then it was fine. But yeah, for intricate dies, this is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to release really well, so I'm really excited about that. I did go with the electric purple mirror card here. Again, I was thinking this card was going to be a lot more complicated than I ended up making it. It was simple, which was nice. My first video back on YouTube, and I made a simple one. I was happy with myself. I did use a little bit of the Rosy Cheeks here just to get rid of some of the white space. I found it was a little too stark. So I did that on a couple of the stamp areas. Normally I cut these apart, but I actually kept them all together. I've been seeing a lot of people doing that more often. So yeah, I just decided to keep it all together, and it turned out really nice. Galina, who I end up showing some inspiration from later on, this is actually her design, like the whole set, the postage collage set. I had no idea. I loved how she used the white gel pen to add some almost dewdrops and accents to the roses, and I'm always impressed by any of her designs. But yeah, until I went to get her exact spelling of her name. I didn't know that she designed this whole postage collage set. So taking that inspiration of the white gel pen, I just added a little bit of Wink of Stella. Very subtle. You don't really see it much on camera, but I just put on that one rose, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on all the veins of the leaves as well. And it is very subtle, but most people may not notice it, but you and I will. I did end up going with a pinky card base here instead of a white. And then I put 2 inserts into it. I usually cut these sentiment strips up, but this time I kept it in the shape of a heart. I put that on the top of the card, and then I used a couple other of the extras in that stamp set just to finish it up. So here's my simple Valentine's Day card. I love the shine of that solar paste, so I hope you like it as well. Stay tuned, I have a lot more videos coming. I can't wait to share them with you. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you soon.